What's going on, guys? It's Trev back again. So I want to do a video on an upcoming fight that hopefully we're going to see happen. Now, I have done this video over a year ago, but a lot has changed since then, so I want to revisit it. So it looks like everything, the stars are aligning, everything is coming into play. All we need now is for Jake Shields to lose to George St. Pierre, and we will see this fight happen. As I have said, nobody wants to see Yushin Okami face Anderson Silva. And when I mean nobody, I mean, well, how many of you out there are there? There's you and you. Okay, there's 3 or 4 of you. Aside from you 4, nobody else wants to see Anderson Silva fight Yushin Okami and Yushin Okami be the first death in MMA. Okay, we just don't want to see it. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see it. Make the GSP fight happen. Dana White gets it. You know, he understands, and he's been saying, yeah, I know people want this fight. My job is to make this fight happen. So Yushin Okami is probably going to be pissed, but we're going to find a way to make this happen. So all that needs to happen now is George St. Pierre has to beat Jake Shields. Do I think he's going to? Oh yeah, the odds are he's going to beat Jake Shields. Jake Shields is a great opponent. I'm not saying he's not. He's fantastic, and he brings a unique challenge, and I will do a video on that. But I think George St. Pierre will get past him, and we will see the biggest UFC match in history, George St. Pierre versus Anderson Silva. This should be awesome. Let's talk about it, guys. So on one hand, you've got the 2 most dominant fighters in mixed martial arts history. You've got Anderson Silva, who has not lost a fight in the UFC, who has beaten everybody that they put in front of him, no matter who they are, even if it's a guy who looks like he'd be a bad matchup for Anderson Silva, or a guy is beating him for 24 minutes and he's got a broken rib. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. He beats these guys anyway. I don't know how. He just does. It's ridiculous, you know. Even guys who's got better boxing than him finds a way to beat him. You know, it doesn't matter. He just beats everybody. Yeah, that's all you can really say about this guy. He's amazing. Best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Been the 185-pound champion now for years and years. He has literally cleaned out his whole division. There is nobody left in his division that he has not pretty much beaten. Yushin Okami is the one guy he didn't beat, but the reason for that was because Anderson Silva threw a up kick and knocked him unconscious and was disqualified. So essentially, Yushin Okami's knees were down, and he threw an up kick, knocked him out, and lost the fight because it wasn't allowed. So nobody wants to see him face Yushin Okami, and this weight class has been cleaned right out. There is nobody left for him to fight. Enter George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre is sort of like a clone of that at the 170-pound division. He's been using his wrestling. He has been dominating fighters. He has not been in trouble, you know, for the longest time. He has not barely lost a round in years and years and years. He's just beating everybody. He's out wrestling guys who are wrestlers. He's out boxing guys who are, you know, pretty good at stand-up. He's beaten everybody. Since he lost to Matt Serra years ago, he's smartened up and he's really tightened up his game, and he's been smoking everybody, smashing everybody, left, right, and center. So, hopefully he will beat Jake Shields, and we're going to get to see these guys face off. So, how do they match up? Well, right off the bat, you have to say Anderson Silva, okay, is in a weight class above George St. Pierre. Alright, and that is something that is very key here. Now, in my last prediction video about a year ago or so, I said that George St. Pierre should take this. I'll tell you my prediction, but I'll tell it to you in a couple minutes. So let's go over the fighters again. Different weight classes. George St. Pierre will have to move up in weight to be able to face Anderson Silva. He's going to have to go up a little bit, maybe either that or he just won't have to cut very much. He has been weight training for a long time and getting bigger in order to make this a fluid transition. Now, do I think he's got some unique challenges for Anderson Silva? Definitely. He is as good a wrestler, maybe not quite as good a wrestler as Chael Sonnen, but he is more explosive than Chael Sonnen, and he is a fantastic wrestler. So he should be able to take Anderson Silva down pretty easily. But however, Anderson Silva was injured during that fight with a broken rib, so who knows if that would have affected his performance. Certainly against Vitor Belfort, we got to see that those punches that Chael Sonnen landed against Anderson Silva, maybe a healthy Anderson Silva, those would not have landed. I guess who really knows? Fact of the matter is, George St. Pierre's got the advantage in wrestling. Who has the advantage in jiu-jitsu? Well, Anderson Silva's got the advantage in jiu-jitsu. And who has the advantage standing up? Do we even need to ask that question? Of course, Anderson Silva has the advantage standing up between these two guys. So, either way, however you want to look at it, the only way George St. Pierre can win this fight is to take him down. Can he submit Anderson Silva? I don't think he can. I don't think he can. There's probably a better chance that when he takes Anderson Silva down, he gets submitted than he submit Anderson. So that being said, this is going to be a 5-round fight. So in a 5-round fight, you got to see against Chael Sonnen, you can never count Anderson out. He doesn't quit. It will take Georges St-Pierre will have to end that fight. Georges St-Pierre can't end fights with guys in his own weight class. Okay, that's just the fact of the matter. So the way he's going to win this fight, he's going to win this fight by a decision. Okay, if he can take Anderson Silva down round after round after round, and Anderson is not able to do anything, he won't be as easy to submit as Chael was. Well, I guess that wasn't easy, but still, he's got better submission defense than Chael, I believe. But jiu-jitsu is not his strongest area. I think it's probably Georges St-Pierre's weakest area. So I am actually going to go on my prediction that I said before, and I'm going to change it at this point, and I'm going to say that Anderson Silva defeats Georges St-Pierre, 60% chance to 40, because the reason why is because I think that in 5 rounds so much can happen. Georges St-Pierre's really his way of winning is a decision. Okay, that's his way he can win this fight. Anderson Silva has been fighting the top guys for a long time. He's faced everything you can think of, and he still wins. Somehow he still manages to win. So in this fight, I'm going to say the biggest MMA match in UFC history, maybe in mixed martial arts history, since mixed martial arts has blown up so much. I think you have to go with Anderson Silva, 60% chance, GSP with 40 at this point. I hope you guys enjoy this prediction. If you want to see some more videos, I'm going to be doing videos for MMA all the time. Please subscribe to my channel. Later, guys. See ya.